What is up? It is a Friday. I know what day it is today. It came up in conversation. I was listening and I overheard it, and now I'm completely up to speed with the days of the week. They call this one Friday. How's it going? I'm happy that you're here. I'm a little bit worried that you guys don't have anything better to do. It concerns me a little bit, but you are here and you are welcome, sir or ma'am. And hopefully I don't let you down, because I underdeliver a lot. So man, I've been going buck wild. I just got done trying to cut out a motor out of a washing machine that's been abandoned in the woods it looks like a 1950s build, probably. I really want that motor out of there. It's completely fucking encased. I've been sawing on it, going through fucking batteries on a grinder, cutting the fucking case open to get it out. It's been like, I work on it a little bit here and there. I kind of stink from cutting on it, so I don't want to. I give it for tonight. I'll go back another night, just out in the middle of fucking woods. Other crazy stuff. I have somehow found myself obsessed with Teflon. So I am completely infatuated with Teflon. I found somebody on eBay selling industrial, like, powdered Teflon, like bulk Teflon, for like 10 pounds in a giant bottle, and I bought that. And then I bought different grades of Teflon tape. I'm getting really into its blocking properties for gas sealing, and then I'm also really into its permeability for certain molecules and stuff, because it's got a really small pore size, and so it can be used as like a poor man's membrane, and it works really well in certain cases. And I'm gonna be like exploring that. That's what I got. But I probably spent like $100 on Teflon in the past week, which is a little bit insane. That's okay. I really like Teflon. I'm excited about it. If anybody could help me, if anyone, I am really amateur in chemistry. I think when I was in college, I think I took Chem 1. I did really well in Chem 1, but I didn't pursue it any further. Or I think it's Chem 1. Is it Chem 1 or Chem 2? I don't know. But anyway, I'm not very advanced, and I'm kind of retarded in the first place. So if anybody could help me that is good with science and chemistry. So the deal is, I have like a huge amount of past due it's basically like an oxidizer. It's basically like a caustic oxidizer and oxidizer mixed together, and they're just in like pearl form. So it's like a giant fucking bucket of sodium nitrate and sodium hydroxide, and I would hate to. Now I've thought about like doing conversion on half of it and just making it like something else, but I would really like to separate it, it's very difficult, but I haven't given up yet. And so it's been a few weeks I've been thinking about this, and I'm looking at membranes now. Does anybody know, how the hell do you figure out what a compound physical size is? Like for sodium hydroxide, like I know the molar mass, and those have enough difference. They're about almost twice, like the nitrate is almost twice what a hydroxide is, I believe. So I know that, but how do you tell the actual size? And the reason that I'm asking, the reason I'd like help, if you know the answer to this, you could either put it in a comment so I can see it, because I'm driving, I can't see the live stream comments. But if you could put it in a comment, or if you could send me an email, it would be a super big help. My email is dooger@tudanoda.com. That's DOOGER @tudanoda.com. I would like to. They're both have solubility in alcohol. And so my thought was, if I put them in alcohol, And then if I run them through a vacuum filter with a membrane that is sized to one of them, but not the other, physically with the porosity of the membrane, then I should be able to separate them. And I think this is like, I've been looking everywhere and I can't find anything on this, like in terms of solutions. So I don't know if I'm like, am I half baked there, or is that, you know, it looks pretty fucking low risk to me, pretty awesome. So I'm trying to find, number one, I guess, what is the size that I'm looking for the molecules for the differentiation. I'm assuming they're going to be pretty drastically different sizes. So what pore size do I need? And then what membrane, do you know of a membrane that is going to be approximate to that? No, you can't distill the compound because it's really high tone. So you can't distill it with those compounds. I mean, you can with other things. You can't. It's not a good idea with that. The best thing would be to chemically react them and then turn half of it into another compound. That would be like the chemist way of doing it. But what I would like to do is separate, like proper separation in a solvent. Use a centrifuge. I do have centrifuge, but I'm not familiar with centrifuges. How would I use a centrifuge to separate them? Actually, I think I have like 2 or 3 centrifuges. I've never used it before. I just bought them. No idea. I dropped out of school in the 9th grade, and then I went back to college for a little bit. Don't know anything about centrifuges. Other than that, they're used in nuclear weapons. nuclear devices. Mobile nuclear devices. It's a mass destruction. Not centrifuges. But I do have. Does it automatically separate from centrifugal force separation with the molecules different size? Okay. Now how the fuck, now a centrifuge, I'm assuming that rotor is very small, so I'm assuming they're gonna do like little fucking. Oh, don't talk about nukes, y'all. I was just joking. I was just quoting George Bush because he says nuclear. Well, I mean, I have industrial, like I have, or I don't know if they're industrial, they're medical, or they're, yeah, I think they're using, oh, they're kicking me. Nuclear. But here's the thing about the centrifuge. So if I put them in a centrifuge, I mean, we're talking like huge quantity centrifuges. I don't have that. I've got the ones where you put the vials in. You know what I'm saying? So I got the ones where you put the vial. I got the centrifuges. I've got the ones where you put the little vials in. But then what would be happening is I'd have a separation that was, you know. It's not going to be very discrete. It's going to be like, or I mean, it's going to be a discrete separation with 2 compounds that are like intermixed wherever they separate in the vial. And then I got to figure out how to like scoop them out of there. And then, I don't know. It just, yeah, it would take for fucking ever. I'd be getting like a 1/4 gram at a time. Spin a 2-liter on a string? Hey, that's an idea. I could do that. I do have some very large engines or motors. I could hook up like some 14 mil like high strength fucking static line onto like a giant fucking motor and then spin a fucking 2-liter bottle and see if it separates. Like massive RPM. I also have steel cable. I have a bunch of I'm assuming it's stainless steel cable. I don't think the paracord. I think the paracord would stretch and rupture. I think I gotta use something more substantial. But I've got rope and shit. 55-gallon drum to helicopter blade sounds very efficient, sir. I award you 1 Nobel. So what? No, I've got like some fucking like 3/4 inch cables and 1/2 inch steel stainless cables. Like I've got fucking like industrial power line cables and shit for fixtures. But anyway, is there, so my biggest question is the membrane. So like obviously if these compounds are soluble in the same, they both cross over in the solubility in alcohol. And then if I can vacuum them, pull them through a membrane, then they should come through with the liquid. And then if I size the membrane to be the size that only one of them comes through, then I should get one of the compounds through and the other one stay behind if the other one's big enough. Like if I split the pore size to be the size of the compound that I like, the smallest compound, but not as big as the biggest compound, then I should be able to filter it that way. But I don't know how to tell. How the fuck do you tell what the size of sodium hydroxide is and what the size of sodium nitrate is? I've got a lot of it. It's not like a bag or something. So that's the only reason that, I've been thinking about this for like a few weeks. Pour them through a cheesecloth? I don't know. Well, I think I need something a little bit more precise than that to separate. I mean, fuck it. I guess I could try. I mean, well, yeah, but for instance, like Teflon, like the reason I got so much Teflon is for experimental membrane purposes. But I don't even know what the size of these are. I just got the idea because I was fucking around with Teflon membranes, because it's a really kind of a remarkable membrane in like cheap tape. It does a lot of really amazing things. But I was fucking around with that, and then I was like, holy shit, I could just, if I found a fucking appropriate membrane, I could just fucking split this shit that I can't figure out how to split, and it'd be done. And so, but then I can't figure out how to tell, like, what's the physical size of them, so I can figure out the pore size that I need for a membrane. If I could figure out the size of them, then I could probably find a membrane and then come up with it, and then try it and see if it works. The operating RPMs, I don't know, they're really fucking fast. Okay, I gotta go. I'm sorry. I love you guys.